Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the New England Sports Center for Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Hockey on HCAM. Tom Nappy on the call, Andy Ritz on camera, and today the 6-6-0 Hopkinton Hillers take on 10-2-1 Norwood in a crucial TVL large matchup. The Hillers are feeling good after two straight wins, a 4-2 win against Holliston last Saturday and this past Wednesday, a game that we had for you live on HCAM, a 4-3 win at Medfield. As far as Norwood, they have quite the streak going as well. They tied against a very good Westwood team in their last game, 0-0, but won 4 games before that. So they have a 5-game point streak going, and it should be a great battle here today as one of these point streaks will come to an end. And we do want to mention it is the annual Coaches Fight Cancer game, so they are selling raffle tickets here at the New England Sports Center to raise money for a great cause. And if you are tuned in on TV, we welcome you. If you made it here, you're in for a treat. There's going to be a good battle as we are set to get underway. Joe Carazza in the center circle against Sean Dittmer. Hillers led by head coach Scott Hayes in his first season at the helm. Norwood led by head coach Chuck Allen. And we are underway at the New England Sports Center. The Hillers will work left to right across your screen for this first period. Sent up by Berman into Norwood territory. Taking it around. And sending it up ice was Tolman, and we'll have an icing. We have an absolutely loaded sports weekend for you here on HCAM. Of course, we have this boys varsity hockey game, and then later today, we'll have the TVL swimming showcase live from Keefe Tech. That event expected to get underway at about 5:30. And then tomorrow, it is Basketball Mania. We'll tell you more about that in just a moment. Sent over to the near side. And it's intercepted. Carazza. Ooh, takes a big hit. Sent up the far side by Broderick. Berman collects. Berman slashes it towards Peterson. And putting it towards the backboard, Tolman. And we'll have a face-off. Well, tomorrow on HCAM, 5 basketball games for you, starting at 10:30 a.m. with girls JV. Then we'll have the varsity game at noon, and then boys freshmen at 2 p.m., boys JV after that at 3:30, and then boys varsity at about 5 p.m. against a very good Norwood team. Some big rivalries all weekend long here on HCAM. Sent over by Scardino. Morse working his way up, sends it flying towards the net. It's Ethan Barrows in net for Norwood. Jack Lang for the Hillers. Intercepted there by Scardino. Scardino works his way towards the slot, sends it over to the circle. Shot, goal! Wyatt Ian Tosca! Ian Tosca off a great pass from Scardino. And it is 1-0. We're only a minute and 17 seconds into action, and the Hillers strike first. Great goal, great passing. Sent over by Wynn. Wynn trying to send it back. Yep, Wynn is swing and a miss there. Sent up by Dittmer. Lang sets it up for Morse. It's taken away, sent out in front. Nice block by the defender. And Title sends it into Norwood territory as the Hillers make a change. Eddie Carroll up the far side. And it's taken away by Purpura. Purpura is tripped up. Along the near side, Broderick. Broderick being tracked down by Greenwood. Along the far side now, and it's taken away by Berman. Berman was looking for DeRocher there. And sent back up the far side. Collected by Purpura. Purpura pops it off the boards, looking for DeRocher. DeRocher doing battle with Linden. Jammed up now along the near side boards. Trying to get it out of there is Barris. He got tied up with Broderick. And Berman escapes with it. Berman contested, sends it up to Greenwood. And tripped up along the far side to Rocher, sent back down by Norwood. Collected by Barris. He'll send it up. Hiller is in the midst of another change. Here goes Greenwood along the far side. He's trying to send it out to Karatza. A couple Mustangs able to jump in front of him. Win. Back to Morse. Karatza pops it off the board. Backhanded up the ice by Sam Lally. Along the near side now. Peterson trying to get it out of the traffic jam. Peterson sends it up into Norwood territory. And slashed forward by the captain, Kyle Ledger. Here goes Sam Lally. Lally runs into a couple of Hillers. Morse able to get in his way. Up behind the net now, Lally takes it into the corner. Sends it up to the blue line, it's taken away. Here comes Morse. Morse and company. They got a 3-on-2. Karatza, backhander, and it's wrapped up. Norwood will make a change. We'll get a face-off at 11:18 left to go in the first period. Title sends it back. Berman. That was right into Mustang. Turned back up ice by Berman. Collected by Eddie Carroll along the far side. And he just misses target Tom Martin. Bianchi gets there, up the near side of Scardino. Over to Title. Title racing up the ice. And he runs into traffic, lost his stick. Now trying to get it out of Ian Tosca. Ian Tosca looking for someone on the left side, no one there. Here comes Norwood. Sent up and around to the near side. Bianchi trying to get it out of traffic. Scardino able to send it up. Back and forth we go along the boards. Norwood trying to establish some pressure. But Hiller's defending their zone well so far. Berman sends it up. And sent back down by Eddie Carroll. Lang sets it aside for Morse. Morse just able to get rid of it as he was tripped up. Here comes Curran. A lot of tripped up players out there today so far. Perhaps a slippery, icy surface. Morse collects it. And it is a busy day at the New England Sports Center. Games going on in just about every rink. The game before us, they had Northbridge in action. As DeRocher takes a shot off a defender. It goes, deflected by de Blasi. Sent over by Morse, popped off the boards. Working his way up, Wynn. Yeah, he runs into Curran. Up along the far side now. Morse collects and sent forward by Purpura. Karatza slashes it over to the far side. Hiller's in the midst of a change. Taking it up, Broderick. Closing in, takes a shot, it's wide. Picked up along the far side by Zolotarev. Sends it up into Norwood territory, and we'll get an icing. We'll get a face-off with 9 minutes left to go in the first period. Karatza up against Sean Dittmer. Sent towards the net. Lang sets it aside. Along the near side, Peterson trying to dig it out. Backhanded by Barris. Barris delivers a hit, sent up by Berman. Just missed Peterson there. Getting a piece of it is Barris. Karatza now with it. Over to Barris. Tries to send it up, intercepted by Dittmer. Sent back up and around by Norwood. Barris pokes it forward. Wynn sends it over. Along the near side. And now Norwood trying to regroup. Taking it up, Dittmer. He takes a big hit. Now with it, Mateer. Mateer, fast skater, one of the Norwood captains, a player to watch in this game. And there's a shot into traffic by Ledger. Well, a good back and forth battle going on here. No real momentum shifts besides the Hillers goal, $1.17 into action. Taken by Miles Kidd. Sends it up and around. Wynn sends it over. Morse was looking for Scardino as he took a hit. And we'll get an icing. Or actually, no, we're going to get a cross-check. Cross-check against Norwood. Hillers are going to be on the power play. George Tolman heading to the box. Big opportunity for the Hillers. A 1-0 Hillers lead, 7:25 left to go the first period. Hillers on the power play for the next 2 minutes. Karatza up against Kidd. Morse sends it across. Wynn takes a shot. Turned away. Backhander, and it's wrapped up. Ethan Barrow should be pretty busy on this power play opportunity. Karatza up against Miles Kidd. Sent up by Mateer. Lang pops it forward off the glass. 1:40 and counting left to go on the power play opportunity. Morse swipes it over to the near side. Karatza sends it across. Ian Tosca. And we had an offsides. We'll get a face-off at 6:50 left to go in the first period. Hillers change things up on the ice. 1:25 left on the power play. In on the face-off is Ian Tosca. Correction, that was DeRocher. Working his way up, Zolotarev. Sends it across, looking for Bianchi. Bianchi swipes it over to Purpura. Purpura sends it back to DeRocher. Takes a shot, glove save. Sean Dittmer up against Declan DeRocher. Sent into Hillers territory. A minute left on the power play. Broderick trying to collect along the corner. Matched up with Berman. Takes a big hit as Berman gets it. And just misses Bianchi. Purpura sends it back to Bianchi. And now it's intercepted by Broderick. Broderick looking to sneak in a shot. Takes it. It's deflected. Berman matched up with Broderick. That is sent up by Linden. Bianchi trying to send it over. Dittmer got in the way. There's a quick shot deflected off of Berman from Broderick. Well, Norwood starting to establish pressure. 20 seconds left on the power play. Bianchi. Purpura sends it across. Zolotarev. Zolotarev racing up the ice. And he runs into traffic, sends it towards the net, and Barrows just scoops it aside with the glove. Along the near side now. Power play has expired. We're at even strength. Nice pass by Norwood. There's a shot, and it's still a live puck, and it's in. Lang lost it, and it went between his legs and slowly maneuvered its way into the net. It was Miles Kidd who got the shot. And I don't believe anyone touched it after Miles Kidd. Connor Linden on the assist, and it's a 1-1 game. .5:13 left to go in the first period. Lang was frantically looking for the puck, and he bumped it a little bit, and then it trickled its way into the net. Along the end boards, the Hillers need to clear the zone. Sent out, and here comes Hopkinton. Scardino sends it over. Ian Tosca is tied up with a couple Mustangs. Ian Tosca matched up with Tolman. Tolman sends it over. Along the near side we go, working his way up. Miles Kidd sends it across. There's a shot, turned away. Ian Tosca able to poke it out with his skate. Ian Tosca picks it up. And he'll knuckle it forward into Norwood territory. Hillers make a change. Sent across by Tolman. Berman nearly was able to intercept that one. Barris sends it up. Sam Lally there. He gets jammed up as Purpura tries to come away with it. Purpura doing battle with Ryan Valeri. Gillis sent over by DeRocher. Up the ice goes Purpura. And now sent back. Here comes Norwood once again. Trying to attack Valeri. Sends it up. Back and forth along the near side we go. DeRocher pokes it out. Greenwood along the far side. Matched up with Ledger. Back to the blue line now. Lally takes the shot. Deflected off a defender. And now sent out. And just a little wide there. Berman sends it up. Greenwood trying to dig it out. Shot from the top of the circle, turned away by Lang. That was Ledger on that shot. Now sent down by Lally. Jammed up along the corner now. And sent away by Purpura. And there's a quick shot, and it's just wide. Secondary shot, and up and around it goes. Gillis got a good piece of it. Norwood's doing a great job at keeping pressure on the Hillers right now. Hopkinton needs to clear the zone. Sent up by Greenwood. Lally works his way up past Zolotarov, and now lost his balance. Morse sends it away. Here comes Zolotarov. And he'll backhand it towards the net, and it's intercepted by Tolman. Tolman sends it up, and now working his way up to Marius. There's a quick shot, and it's sent wide by Curran. And it squirts out into Norwood territory. 2 minutes and counting left to go in the first period, a 1-1 game. Carazza intercepts, takes a shot, it's brushed away. Curran sends it up, Carazza intercepts and sends it around. Sent over by Tolman. And now there's a quick backhander, and it was turned away by Barros. That was Peterson sneaking that shot in there. Peterson up to Carazza. Carazza pokes it forward, no one there. Hiller's making a change. I don't know if that was the greatest time to make that change. Picked up by Bianchi. And it's intercepted. Looking for a shot, and nice defensive work to get Broderick out of there. Carroll sends it up to Ledger. Ledger with the wrister and a glove save by Lang. We'll get a face-off at 1:05 left in the period. Title up against Dittmere. Berman sends it over, looking for Scardino. And now Ian Tosca pushes it forward. Linden over to Ledger. And Ledger's diverted, and so is the puck out of play. We'll get a face-off at 50 seconds left to go in the period. Title up against Dittmer. Berman. Backhanded up the ice by Dittmer. And a collision along the corner between Broderick and Bianchi. Now it's tied up. I think Norwood just trying to burn the few seconds off the clock there. Sent back over to Ledger. Title gets a piece of it. Ledger sends it up. Bianchi will pick it up. 15 seconds left to go. And that was a quick shot there by Linden. As Bianchi was coming up the ice, Linden just took a one-timer and a good save by Lang. He squirts out over to the near side. Purpura able to send it up. 5 seconds left to go in the period. Can they get a buzzer beater shot? There it is, turned away by Lang. And that'll do it for the first period. An action-packed 15 minutes between these two TVL large rivals. It was Whitey and Tosca popping in a goal a minute 17 into action, assisted by Scardino. And then Norwood responds with 5:13 left, courtesy of Miles Kidd, assisted by Connor Linden. And we are knotted up at 1 apiece. Second period coming up next. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Hockey on HCAM. And welcome back into the New England Sports Center. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Hockey on HCAM. And we are knotted at one apiece with the Norwood Mustangs. Great TVL large matchup. Tom Nappy, happy to be with you on the call. Andy Ritz on camera on this Saturday afternoon. And it's the annual Coaches Fight Cancer game. A raffle taking place. They're raising money to help coaches fight cancer, a great cause. And we are underway in the second period. The Hillers working right to left across your screen in the second period. A collision along the near side corner as Zolotarev and Ledger get tied up. And here comes the Mustangs working his way up. Broderick runs into traffic, gets through the traffic, takes a shot, deflected away by a leg. Jammed up along the end boards now. Bianchi trying to get it out. Dittmer comes away with it, sends it over to the corner, looking for Broderick. Broderick back to Dittmer, sent out. Broderick takes a shot, turned away. Good pressure to start by Norwood. Sent back up by Dittmer. Berman sends it over. Zolotarev jammed up along the near side boards. And back and forth we go. Along the boards, it squirts out. Up behind the net, Linden sends it out. Well, the Hillers need to clear the zone. And Bianchi, a collision with Broderick. Broderick takes it. And tied up along the end boards. Dittmer sends it up. And it's intercepted. Here goes Peterson. Sends it away. Tolman. Hillers in the midst of a change. And intercepting that one is Wynn. Sends it over to the near side corner. Tosca jammed up, able to get it out to Scardino. And it's taken away. Up along the near side, Batayer sends it away. Norwood trying to charge in. There's a quick shot deflected by a defender. And getting tied up, Batayer. Up along the corner, Kidd. Sent out Scardino. Scardino backhands it up the ice. Sending it back over Riccardi. Over to Morse. Takes a quick shot, deflected away. Tosca sends it back. One-timer, and it's wide by a Win. Jammed up along the near side. Trying to get it out of the traffic jam is Morse. Here comes Norwood. Batayer working his way up, sends it over. Shot and a goal! A beautiful setup by Batayer, and Miles Kidd pops it in for Norwood. Well, the Mustangs have taken the 2-1 lead. 12:26 left to go in the second period. Well, it doesn't get any better of a setup than that by Norwood. And a 2-on-1 going up the ice, and they're able to take advantage. DeRocher up against Lally. Berman sends it up. Taking a big hit, Greenwood. That's sent over to the far side. Trying to pick it up, Barris. Barris lost his balance. Barris gets right back up and tries to send it over, taken by Demarius. Up along the near side. Sent over by Ledger. Gillis pops it forward. Karatza pops it off the boards. Now over to Lally. Sends it over. Looking for a shot. There it is, and it's deflected in. What a shot by Kyle Ledger. And I'm not sure if someone got a piece of that after. It looked like it might have got deflected after the shot, but I believe it'll be Kyle Ledger getting the credit for that goal. Comes at 11:43 left to go in the second period. A 3-1 Norwood lead. In the face-off circle, Karatza up against de Blasi. Along the far side. Dittmer sends it over. Trying to come away with it is Curran. Curran to Demarius. Demarius doing battle with Parker Wynn along the boards. Trying to send it out, deflected back by Morse. Sent up and around by Curran. Along the far side now. DeBlasi trying to get it out of the jam. Sends it back. Carroll takes a shot. Glove saved by Lang. Let's take you through the TVL standings while we have a moment. In the TVL Large, 16th ranked Westwood is 8-4-1. 7th ranked Ashland 8-6-0. 20th ranked Medfield 7-4-0. 7th ranked Norwood 10-2-1. Holliston is 0-10-0. Hopkinton ranked 30th is 6-6-0. We'll get you the TVL Small when we have a chance. Berman. Backhands it over to Scardino. Here goes Title. Title backhands it over. He was looking to hit Ian Tosca there. Norwood flying up the near side. Dittmer. And it's taken away. Title. Leaves it behind. Ian Tosca. And he's diverted. Nice job by Tolman getting the stick in there. Here comes Broderick. Sends it over looking for Dittmer. Dittmer sends it across. Berman sends it down the boards. And it gets by Ledger. Ledger picks it up. Ian Tosca trying to close in. Across along the far side, Tolman. Tolman racing up the ice. Approaching. And he was trying to leave it out. Good defense there by the Hillers. Purpura got in front of the shot by Dittmer along the far side. Popped off the boards by DeRocher. And it's taken away. Here goes Broderick. Broderick meets up with DeRocher. Jammed up along the corner now. And what do we have here? And we're going to have a cross-check against Norwood. It's going to be Broderick heading to the box. So the Hiller is going to be on the power play for the next 2 minutes. Big opportunity here. TVL small standings. Bellingham 111-0, Norton 210-0, Dover Sherborne 5-9-0, 6th ranked Medway 14-2-0, and Dedham is 5-9-0. Ryan Title on the face-off up against Brian Conley. Wynn sends it over. Well, the Hillers need to take advantage of this. That went off the protective netting out of play, off the stick of Mateer. We'll get a face-off. But trailing 3-1, you cannot let these power play opportunities go to a waste. Karatza up against Kidd. Karatza sends it over. He was looking to sneak it over to Ian Tosca. Tolman sends it up the ice. Along the corner. Sent back by Wynn. Ian Tosca back to Wynn. Wynn across to Morse. Racing in. It's deflected back. And Ian Tosca looking for Karatza there. It's intercepted. Now poked out by Morse. Wynn. Karatza. Closing in, takes a shot, it's wide. Picked up by Wynn. He's trying to get it over to Peterson. Ian Tosca now. Looking for Karatza. Sends it out, no one there. Morse. Over to Wynn. And it's deflected forward by Ledger. 1 minute left on the power play, and here comes Norwood. Sent across, and a swing and a miss there by Mateer. It's a good setup by Miles Kidd. Hillers got lucky on that one. If Mateer was able to get that shot off, I don't think it would have went well. Sent up by Morse. Now along the near side, Purpura. Purpura racing in along the corner. Sends it out. There's a shot, and it's sent wide by DeRocher. Berman backhands it up and around. Purpura. And a quick shot by DeRocher off the side of the net. Dittmer sends it into Hillers territory. 15 seconds left on the Hillers power play. Berman flying up the ice. Racing in. He'll take it around. Leaves it out, hoping that Purpura could get a shot off. Good box out by Eddie Carroll. Sent up by Damaris. The power play has expired. We're at even strength. Here comes Sam Dittmer closing in, one-on-one, and a shot and a goal. Dittmer leaves it for Broderick. And another great breakaway opportunity by Norwood, and they take advantage. It is a 4-1 Norwood lead. .7:24 left to go in the second period. Well, you got to give credit to Norwood. They are creating these good breakaway opportunities and taking advantage of them. We have a timeout on the ice at 7:24 left to go. Hillers down 4-1. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Hockey on HCAM. And we are ready to continue on off the timeout. A 4-1 Norwood lead. Hillers have some work to do to get back into this game. Sam Lally up against Isaac Peterson on the face-off, or excuse me, Joe Carazza. And we continue on. Wynn sends it up. Peterson trying to break through. Carazza takes a shot. It's wide. Morris sends it up. Carazza, swing and a miss. And the net came out of place, came dislodged. We'll have a face-off at 7:05 left to go in the second period. Over to Morse. Carazza got a little piece of it. It was sent away. Tolman jammed up along the corner with Zolotarev. Tolman sends it around. Picked up by Valeri. Racing forward, Lally. And we're going to have an offsides. Crossed just a little bit too soon. Dan DeBlasi on the face-off for Norwood up against Ryan Teitel. Along the far side, getting a piece of it was Barris. That's picked up by Carroll. Along the far side, Demarius. Racing in, leaves it out, and it's covered up by Lang. A TVL update to tell you about. In girls hoops, Medfield beat Holliston 71-24. A lot of TVL action going on in all sports. A lot of makeup games for a lot of teams throughout the league due to COVID. And, of course, there was some weather days as well. Berman sends it up. Teitel sends it over. Nearly intercepted by Damaris, but Barris able to get a piece. And now Scardino races into the corner. Delivers a nice hit. Scardino pops it off the boards. Shot there by Barris, and up and around it goes. Berman sends it up. McDougal able to get a piece of it. Taken away by Title. Now the Hillers trying to be more aggressive at getting to the puck and keep it in Norwood territory. And they certainly are getting physical as well, which is something you need to do against a talented team like Norwood. McDougal sends it over to the near side corner. And now racing up the ice to Maris. And he meets up with Barris. Wynn trying to get it out of the jam. Sent out. Looking for a shot, and it is deflected. Damaris got that shot off. Hillers need to clear. Jammed up along the far side boards. Racing in, maneuvers around a defender, takes a shot. And Miles Kidd pops it in. He goes stick side, top shelf. Just a beauty of a shot there. Found the open space and popped it right in. A 5-1 Norwood lead with 5:05 left to go in the second period. Sent over to the near side of Morse. Trying to race through Greenwood, and he's diverted. Sent over by Tolman. Picked up in the neutral zone, sent over by Wynn. Morse, and it's taken away by Kidd. Mateer pops it off the boards. One-timer, and it's sent wide by Tolman. And squirts out, sent up by Purpura. Well, you got to give credit to Norwood. They have gotten some great shots off in this second period. Into Hillers territory it goes. Berman. Along the near side, and it's taken away. Closing in. There's a shot turned away by Lang. A nice shot there by Miles Kidd. Sent out, high slot, and it's wide. Mateer on that last shot. Back to Mateer, one-timer, and it's wide. Hillers having trouble clearing the zone. Sent up and around by Ledger. There's a quick shot, deflected, and off the glass it goes. Popped off the boards by Carazza. Another shot, and a good save by Lang. He has been busy in net in this period. Along the far side, there's a shot wide by Dittmer. And it squirts out. Here goes Carazza on a break. Carazza closing in, takes a shot, and it's covered up. I think he was trying to go glove side with that one, but didn't quite get the arc on it he wanted. We'll get a face-off at 3:16 left to go in the second period. Along the near side corner, sent around by Carroll. Here goes Dittmer. Sends it up and around. Sent over by Morse. And it's taken away, sent out, and that shot is diverted. Dittmer able to get a piece of it, and in his way was Wynn along with Morse. Here goes Morse. Morse takes a shot. It's deflected away. Adams gets a piece of it. And Norwood may have a break here. Broderick closing in, and Morse able to get in front of him. And now the net came out of place. We're going to get a face-off. Well, that was a good job by Morse. Hiller got tripped up, and Morse frantically was able to get up ice and did a good job getting in front of Broderick. Barris sends it up. And there's a quick shot turned away. That was Tolman on that last shot. Sent up by Title. Along the near side, picked up by O'Neill. O'Neill slashes it over. Taken away by Scardino. One-timer. Off a defender it goes from the stick of Barris. Berman sends it up. Getting in his way was Tolman. Title sends it out. And a quick shot there by Ian Tosca goes wide. Scardino getting tangled up. Title gets a piece of it. Norwood looking for another break here. Sent over. That shot deflected in the air. Up behind the net it goes. That was from Sam Lally. And we're going to have a penalty against the Hillers here. Scardino going to be sent to the box. I believe it was a high stick call. We'll get a face-off at 1:38 left to go. Norwood on the power play for the next 2 minutes. In other TVL news, the Ashland Clockers won the Division III state dual wrestling meet, so congratulations to the Ashland Clockers on their state meet win. And Hillers Wrestling having a great season, got a big win against Ashland, or had a great match against Ashland the other night. I don't believe they won, but Hillers and Ashland will both share a piece of the TVL Large Championship. With it is Broderick, sends it across. Minute and a half left on the Norwood power play. We're going to have an offsides. Linden crossed a hair too soon. We get a face-off at 1:07 left to go in the second period. Now it's been all Norwood this period. The Hillers are going to have some work to do in the final frame of this one. DeRocher up against Kidd. Sent across by Carroll. Up along the far side, hit delivered by Broderick on Bianchi. Collected back ice by Carroll. Over to Broderick. Broderick sends it up and around. Bianchi slashes it forward. Broderick able to drop it. And nice move by Charlie Purpura to get around Broderick. 40 seconds and counting left to go in the period. DeRocher trying to close in on Carroll. Sends it along the far side. Racing in is Broderick. Sends it out. Broderick. Takes a shot and it's turned away. Picked up by Linden. And Linden looking for a shot there. DeRocher got in front. Now with it is Kidd. And he sends that wide, and that'll do it for the second period. Norwood nets 4 goals in the frame, and they lead it 5-1. Third period coming up next. You are tuned into Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Hockey on HCAM. Welcome back into the New England Sports Center. We are ready for the third period. A 5-1 Norwood lead after Norwood netted 4 goals in the second period. Hillers certainly going to have their work cut out for them to get back into this game. Tom Nappy on the call, Andy Ritz on camera for the annual Coaches Fight Cancer game. And they did a 50-50 raffle, and $700 was raised in the 50-50 raffle. So $350 of that will go to the Coaches Fight Cancer Fund. So a great fundraiser here for a great cause. As that's sent up by Title and deflected away. On the far side, Title trying to get it out. We want to remind you it's Basketball Mania tomorrow on HCAM. It starts at 10:30 in the morning with girls JV basketball against Westwood, then girls varsity basketball against Westwood at noon. And then we'll have boys freshmen against Norwood at 2 p.m. Boys JV against Norwood at 3:30. And then the boys varsity game against Norwood versus Norwood at 5 p.m. 5 basketball games on HCAM tomorrow. It is going to be a great basketball Sunday for you. As we'll get a face-off after Lang covered the puck up. Ratza on the face-off, sends it out. Zolotarev trying to break through. Along the far side. Ooh, Zolotarev collision with Linden. Sent over by Broderick. Trying to close in Dittmer. Up along the end boards now. Berman jammed up with Linden. Berman sends it out. Zolotarev across to Peterson. Getting in his way, McDougal. McDougal takes it up and around. Well, Norwood, they don't really have to rush around too much here. Pretty much just hang on to the puck, and you don't have to be too aggressive taking shots. Karatza rips a shot, and it's a glove save by Barrows. The Hillers trying to get some energy going on the bench and get some momentum on their side. 13:32 left to go in this game. Along the near side, squirts out. Picked up by Morse. Purpura gets a piece of it. Into Norwood territory we go. Coming around is Tolman. Tolman passes it out. And now trying to work his way up Conley. Gets tied up with Purpura. Up along the near side, Purpura meets up with Tom Martin. And Norwood trying to work it back up the ice. DeRocher sends it across. Morse. Popped back by Conley. And now Kidd. And there's a quick shot turned away by Lang. Tom Martin had a nice break on it. Martin comes around, leaves it out, and it's turned away. And that shot deflected by Wynn. Well, Norwood starting to establish some pressure once again. Hillers got to be careful. Don't forget, coming up today at about 5:30, we'll have the TVL Swimming Showcase live from Keefe Tech. Intercepted shot, goal. Wow, Miles Kidd showing off his speed with the stick as he steals it away and pops it in. It is a 6-1 Norwood lead with 12:10 left to go in regulation. So TVL Swim Meet Showcase over at Keefe Tech at about 5:30 today, live on HCAM. Should be a great event along the near side. And Sam Lally sends it over. Gillis. Set up by Lang. Barris. Trying to get to it, Berman. Well, this Norwood team, they are very talented, 7th in the state, 10-2-1 on the season. They don't take their foot off the gas. They are just a good team, a lot of talented players. They'll certainly do big things in the TVL. And this Hillers team, they're a younger team, but certainly a lot of talent on this Hillers team. And they put it together on Wednesday night and got a great win over Medfield. I'm expecting this Hillers team to make a playoff run as well, but they'll certainly have to win some tough games to do so. They are capable, and they're a team that just continues to get better and better as the season goes on. This wasn't their best day for sure, but look out, because I think this Hillers team is starting to really string it all together. Of course, you're going to have a slip up here and there, but I think this team is capable of doing big things. Sent up by Riccardi. Sent over now by Wynn. Carazza. And a couple of sticks lost out there. Carazza sends it around. Up the near side now. And it's sent over by Riccardi. The pass and just missing DeBlasi there. DeBlasi tied up with Wynn behind the net. Backhands it over, and it's taken by Carazza. Trying to work through his Purpura. Popped off the boards by Riccardi. Getting the stick in there, Wynn. Squirts out into Norwood territory. Hillers make a change. And while we have many more sporting events this weekend, we have a full slate of games next week. We'll get you filled in on that in just a moment. Along the far side corner, Purpura sends it up. Berman takes a shot into traffic and narrowly deflected in by Purpura. Bianchi trying to send it back and setting it up into Norwood territory, Zolotarev. Pass across by Riccardi. That was a good stretch of pressure there by the Hillers. Jammed up along the far side corner. Purpura comes away with it. Sends it over, finds Purpura. There's DeRocher finding Purpura, excuse me. O'Neill. Now with it, Greenwood. And here comes Norwood racing up. Broderick takes a shot, and it's deflected. Good save by Lang. Sent over by Barris. Along the near side now, Tolman. And we're going to have an offsides here. We'll get a face-off at 9:01 left to go in the third period. Well, after all the weekend action we have for you on Tuesday, we're right back in the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center for boys basketball against Holliston. We'll have the JV game at 5, varsity at 6:30. And then we'll have Hillers hockey, a double dose next Wednesday from the New England Sports Center. Boys hockey at 4 p.m. against Holliston. Girls hockey at 6 p.m. against Norwood. Big collision up behind the net as Barris got tied up along with Broderick. That's Horgan trying to send it up. Now with it is Ian Tosca. Tolman. And the fun doesn't stop there. Next Thursday, Hiller Alpine Ski. And also, we'll have girls basketball next Thursday as the Hiller girls have a makeup game against Westboro at 6:30. A good save there after a shot by, I believe that was Ryan Brennan getting the shot off. And then next Friday, more girls basketball as they take on Ashland. So an absolutely loaded week and a half or so here on HCAM. A lot of makeup games here as we, believe it or not, near the end of the winter regular season. Only a couple of weeks left in regular season, but a lot of games to be made up. With it is Ledger. He'll send it flying. We'll get an icing and a face-off at 7:44 left to go. And don't forget to view our upcoming broadcasting schedule and all the links to our streams. You can head over to hcam.tv. Taking a backhanded swipe, Danny White. On the far side, Bianchi sends it up. Jammed up along the end boards. Zolotarev in a battle with Moynihan. And there's a quick shot by Carazza. It's wide. And a shot there deflected away. Danny White getting that shot off. Working up the far side, Mateer. Carazza gives Mateer a little check. Carazza takes it away, looking for a break. Carazza sends it up. And he popped it in. That shot came off his stick so fast I didn't even see it. Unbelievable. Joe Carazza makes it a 6-2 game. Such velocity on his shots. That score comes at 7:05 left to go. Hillers aren't going down without a fight. Declan DeRocher up against Sam Lally. Barris sends it up the far side. Popped off the boards by Kidd. Sent forward by Barris. Along the corner. Sent over by Carroll. DeRocher sends it out. There's a quick shot out in front, and it's wrapped up by Barros. Purpura was trying to slip it in there off the Rocco Horgan shot. Well, the Hillers starting to establish some pressure here in these late minutes. Still 6:38 left. Don't go down without a fight. See what happens. Title sends it to the corner. Sent over by McDougal. Here comes Lally. And Lally can't get around a pair of Hillers defenders. Morse sends it up to Ian Tosca. Ian Tosca trying to find Horgan. And intercepted there by Title. Title trying to take it around, boxing him out, McDougal. Now getting in there is Horgan. A battle for it, squirts out. And a helmet came off. Title lost his helmet. And I believe the net was dislodged as well. We'll get a face-off at exactly 6 minutes left to go in the third period. Carazza up against DeBlasi. Taken away by Curran. Sends it across. Damaris. And he met up with Brennan. Peterson sends it out. Berman gets a piece. Sent up by Zolotarev. Carazza over to Peterson. Carazza able to drop it. Trying to sneak through the defender. And it was taken away by Curran, who lost his balance. All kinds of slipping going on along the far side. Peterson trying to sneak through. Getting in front of him was Tolman. And out of play it goes. We'll have a face-off at 5:24. Left to go in this third period. Declan DeRocher against Dan DeBlasi. Poked over by Greenwood. There's a quick shot by Bianchi, and it's covered up. Well, the Hillers providing more pressure than they've provided in quite a while in this third period. Ledger. Sent up by Linden. Bianchi sends it over, looking for Purpura. Oh. And I believe we have an offsides. There was some extracurricular activity. We get a face-off at 5:05 left in a regulation. Ryan Title up against Sean Dittmer. It squirts out, and able to deflect it away was Bianchi. Broderick trying to turn it back up ice. Oregon trying to chase down Broderick. And now there's a quick shot by Broderick, and it's covered up by Lang. It was a nice job by Linden keeping it in the offensive zone. We'll get a face-off at 4:42 left to go in this third period. Up along the near side, Mateer. Now trying to come out with it, Linden. Jammed up along the corner, it squirts out. Barris. Getting in front of him, Mateer. Miles Kidd now and offsides. Crossed a hair too soon. This faceoff comes at 4:17 left to go. And too many men on the ice. Cross is going to take a seat. Horgan sends it over. Sent down by Conley. And it's collected by Barris. Sent over by Purpura. DeRocher trying to race forward. And he's cut off. And that shot deflected. Over to Tom Martin now, who sends it back. Set up by Miles Kidd. And taken away by Greenwood. Greenwood slashes it over to Purpura. Purpura over to DeRocher. DeRocher works his way around a defender, takes a shot. It's punched away. Flying up the far side, Mateer. Mateer leaves it behind. Turned it up ice, and we had an offsides. We'll get a face-off at 3:24 left to go. Sent over by Berman. Yeah, quick snipe there by Brennan. Along the far side. Sent back by Ian Tosca. Deflected towards the near side boards. Back into the neutral zone, Berman. Turning it up by Skillis. Lally trying to break through. And he was turned away by Title. Under 3 minutes left. Along the far side. Gillis. And ran into his own guy there. Set back by Ian Tosca. Berman is looking for Ian Tosca along the far side. Working his way up is Riccardi. McDougall pops it over. Oh, tie up along the far side between Brennan and Lally. Squirts out towards the near side. Peterson looking for Karatza. Karatza may have a break. Here goes Karatza flying up the ice. Takes the shot. It's too high. Sent up by Zolotarev. Trying to dig it out is Peterson. And Bianchi trying to brush it forward. It's diverted. Getting in the way, Tolman. Under 2 minutes left to go now. Bianchi with it. Over to Danny White. Along the far side now. Back to Peterson. Deflects it into Norwood territory. Tolman sends it out. Racing in, Curran. And there's a quick shot out in front. Backhander by Curran. Turned away. That was a good send-off there by Mateer. Tolman sends it towards the Hillers net. Lang deflects it. Picked up by Horgan. Up along the near side. Sent over by Karatza. Greenwood into Norwood territory. Under a minute left to go in this game. racing forward. There's a quick shot, little high by Ledger. Jammed up along the near side corner. Morgan deflected over to the near side. Rocher comes away with it. Up along the far side now, Greenwood trying to take a slash at it. Looking for a shot. There it is, and punched away by Lang off the stick of Demarius. 15 seconds left to go in this game. And Lang will cover that up. We'll have a face-off at 12.5 seconds. Well, Hiller's going to come up short here today, but a great battle to get you ready for these end-of-the-season games and hopefully an upcoming postseason schedule as well. And this is a game that you'll learn a lot of lessons from. And Hillers will look to rebound next Wednesday against Holliston as that is punched away by Lang, sent out. And that'll do it. The Norwood Mustangs are going to come away with the 6-2 win over the Hopkinton Hillers. Certainly not what the Hillers had in mind today, but you learn from it and move on, which is what the Hillers will do. Norwood improves to 11-2-1 on the season. Hillers fall to 6-7-0. A good battle between two good teams here at the New England Sports Center today. For Andy Ritz on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. This has been Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Hockey on HCAM. We thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.